It's Rick and Patty from the KORD Morning Show. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it.
And, of course, you can always catch us anywhere and everywhere with our KORD mobile app. It's free for you in the App Store as well in Google Play.
Dean, lights come on. Number one for New Country. It's 102.7 KORD. Got Ricky, got Patty. Great to be with you. 6:12, and let's see right now. What is it? 61 degrees? Not bad.
Is that it?
That's it. That's
It's
it.
nice and cool out.
I know.
Get a breeze over here in Pasco.
Welcome to fall, right,
How
Pat?
about it?
Welcome to
Well,
fall.
it's officially here.
Absolutely. Happy Friday as we get you ready for the weekend. Take us right alongside you right there on the KORD mobile app. A chance of $30,000 with the Cash Cow. Our first code dropping at 8:20, Patty.
Right on.
And you know what? I just posted about
I don't
this.
know.
Take a look at the photo. I just posted about this.
Where?
This elk looks like it's smiling.
Oh, I saw that.
That elk looks like it's smiling.
Yeah, look at that.
I'm like, now he was in the Pasco Goodwill parking lot last Sunday.
Oh my
and
goodness.
he got caught by Fish and Wildlife. But when I look at that elk, I'm like, I swear. And then someone had written in the comments, it's not smiling.
I saw that there was a bull running around in Kennewick the other day as well.
Really?
Yes.
But how are they getting out?
I don't know.
How are they getting loose? It's got to be somebody local, right? I know elk will come down and stuff, but anyway, take a look at the article. I just posted it up there. I just thought what made it unusual to me is it's smiling. It's like in the back.
You see his teeth.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
he looks like he's happy. So anyway, check out the story. Got it posted for you right there on the station mobile app. Get your day started. We're going to work on some Facebook fun. Nashville news coming up. Let's get going. You got Rick and Patty. KORD.
The Cord Morning Show with Rick and Patty. Back with more next on number one for New Country, 102.7 KORD. 102.7 KORD. Our cash cow wants you to pick up some milk money. All right. Listen while you work for codes every hour from 8:20 to 5:20. Enter them on our app and you could win cash up to $30,000. It's utterly ridiculous, but the money sure would come in handy. Download our app to play and for full rules and details. Number one for New Country. 102.7 KORD.
Country, 102.7 KORD, 65 degrees. You got Rick, you got Patty. Always great to be with you. Ready for the weekend. $30,000. Ready for that at 8:20
Man,
as well?
we got it going on, don't we?
We do. And, of course, we love this. Field of Screams give you a chance at 7:20 to win some of those tickets as well. All right, Facebook fun to get the day started. Here you go. If you could only choose 3 condiments to use for the rest of your life, what's it going to be?
Mustard, mayonnaise, and cheese. I don't know. Is cheese a condiment?
I don't think...
I'm going to go with pepper then.
Oh, interesting. Pepper would be it, right?
Yeah.
I would say for me, I'm not a mustard fan, but I would go mayo, ketchup, and relish.
I don't need ketchup.
Do you like relish?
Sure.
Okay.
I like dill pickle relish.
Okay,
I'm not
yeah.
the sweet.
No,
I
I
don't
like
need
sweet.
the bread and butter.
Yeah, I'm not a big bread and butter
No,
pickle.
no.
I like the dill. Absolutely. Penny says mayo, blue cheese, and ranch dressings.
Ooh, I like the blue cheese.
Yeah. Jessica, ranch, Miracle Whip, and ketchup.
Ranch is good.
Yep. Bobby, ranch, mayo, and horseradish. Oh, good one on that one. Erica says ketchup, mayo, and tapatio. Molly says mustard, sour cream. Oh, yeah, for taco.
Sour cream's a good one. Sure.
And barbecue sauce. Oh, they're all
Barbecue sauce as
those
well.
are all- you guys are so good. Devlin says hot sauce, ketchup, barbecue sauce. Pat says, like we just
I
talked
know,
about.
look at dark mustard, Gildan's.
Yeah, well, look at that. Yellow mustard and dill relish.
A fan of mustard. I like that.
I just remember growing up as a kid, those commercials. Pardon me, do you have any grape poupon?
Yeah.
As they drive up for their...
In their limo. The Grey Poupon.
I love that. That's so funny. See, kids, what you missed out. Our great childhood with all those.
We had great commercials way back in the day. Remember Mr. Whipple?
Yes, absolutely.
Ladies,
Yeah.
don't squeeze the Charmin. The ladies are in the grocery store squeezing the Charmin.
We had Where's the Beef? Where's the beef? And,
Yes.
And we had Ancient Chinese Secret. Ancient
oh my gosh,
Chinese Secret.
yes.
You know.
Oh my word,
I know.
so many of them.
Florence Henderson, Wesson Oil.
Wow.
Yeah.
Peggy Lipton for Lipton iced tea.
Yep, absolutely.
Wow.
Joan Allison, was it Depends?
Yes.
I'm just saying. Or is it June Allison? June Allison?
Yeah,
It's June Allison.
June.
Yeah, June Allison.
Oh, my word.
All right, so there
And Susie Chapstick.
that's right.
Susie Chaffee for Susie Chapstick
That's
or
right.
whatever.
I
right?
remember all those. So if you could only choose 3 condiments for the rest of your life, having fun with this, what would they be? Already a bunch of comments on Facebook.
I like the Grey Poupon.
Yes, Grey Poupon, and share more of those comments on the way. You got Rick and Patty.
We love to hear from you, and it's easier than ever to reach out. Just open up the Cord mobile app and send us an app chat message, or you can contact us the old-fashioned way at 509-547-KORD. Number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD.
KORD, 638, your morning commute. You got Rick, you got Patty. Right now, 65 degrees for you. Let's dig into some of these Nashville headlines.
So it was a big night last night in Nashville for the 2024 People's Choice Country Awards. Miranda Lambert accepted for the Country Icon Award.
So the fact that I get this award tonight is just blowing my mind. It's a lot of years, tears, beers, and Tito's, if I'm being honest. And I feel like I've been able to make so many great memories in my life and in my career because of fans, because y'all allow me to keep creating all these years, 20 years later. And some days I feel like I've done it 200 years, and some days I feel like I'm just getting started. So, thank you so much Thank you so much to the most loyal fans in the world, country fans. Thank you to God and all my friends, my country music community, for allowing me to do this amazing job. And I'm so looking forward to what's next. So cheers, y'all. Thank you for the icon. I appreciate it.
It was a great show.
Yeah.
Shania Twain hosted. I saw Keith Urban perform. New artist of 2024, Shabuzi. Group duo of 2024, Dan and Shay. And the crossover song of 2024 was Machine Gun Kelly and Jelly Roll for Lonely Road. And female song of 24, Austin from Dasha. Great show. Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani have adopted a stray cat, Rick. She posted, this is Corn Shelton, the day he showed up to our home. He was hardly alive, so sick, but with a lot of love and nurturing, he became a healthy kitten. We're so grateful that he's part of our family. And meanwhile, the National Enquirer this week says that Gwen has taken over managing Blake's career. She says that according to artists like Morgan Wallen and Jason Aldean and Luke Combs, who are topping the charts, that their managers had mismanaged them. So she says, hey, Blake's been mismanaged too. He's being left in the dust. She said it's a new day for Blake, and Gwen is leading the way. We'll keep you posted on that. And Wide Open Country says that Jelly Roll fans apparently are upset because he chose SNL over a pre-planned concert. The concert was scheduled for Saturday in Long Island, but Jelly Roll rescheduled it for October 7th, and fans are reacting saying, can't believe you rescheduled 9 days before a show. We paid a lot for tickets and now cannot take off work on a Monday to go. Been looking forward to this show since March. I don't know. It is what it is. Just so you know, Jelly Roll is going to be the musical guest on SNL with Gene Smart hosting. Those are your trending headlines.
You're waking up with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD. 1027 KORD. Our cash cow loves country music and loves giving you extra spending cash. Up to $30,000 could be yours. Listen while you work for codes every hour from 8:20 to 5:20, and then enter them on our app for your shot to win cash. Okay. We're milking it for all it's worth. Download our app to play and for full rules and details. Number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD.
Luke Brown, it's My Kind of Night, 652, number 1 for New Country. It's 1027 KORD. And if you're curious how Luke and his wife Caroline keep it fresh in their marriage, get more details for yourself right there on the station mobile app. Which leads me to, sadly, other people's problems already posted up there. Talk about it here in just about 10 minutes. Somebody cheated, and they don't feel guilty about it. They don't feel guilty about it.
Some people don't.
And so she's like, whose fault is it? Is it the husband's? Is it the wife's fault?
Depends on whoever cheated. It's their fault.
Well, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
She's pointing fingers like, she's trying to justify this particular situation.
Oh.
So it's already posted for you right there on the station mobile app. Also, 720, We're super excited. Field of Screams will give a couple pairs of tickets to give away for that. It's so much fun. It kicks off here, next week, I believe, Field of Screams. So you want to win those tickets, 720, give you a chance on the way. You got Rick and Patty, 1027 KORD.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD.
708, you got Rick, you got Patty. Coming up here, I love this. Field of Screams, give you a chance to win some of those tickets coming up at 720. And then the New America Impossible Movie Challenge, had that for you this morning at 750.
Sweet.
I know, happy Friday. You ready for the weekend, Patty?
I'm ready to gift people all kinds of good things.
I love it. Well, this is not exactly a fun story to get into, but other people's problems. What is going on with this name withheld by request? And I don't blame them for holding the name out.
Rick and Patty, I cheated on my husband, and I don't feel the least bit guilty because it's his fault, not mine. For the last 2 years, I've begged and pleaded with him to pay more attention to me, to appreciate me more, and to be more present. Well, he did none of those things, so it caused me to stray with a coworker. I made it easy for my husband to find out that I cheated. His family says that I'm at fault, not him. I disagree. He forced me to go outside the relationship to seek things that I need as a woman. So it's his fault, not mine. Who's at fault here? Am I at fault or is he? Name withheld by request.
Why you number one? Why are you trying to point the finger?
I don't
Because
know.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're the one who did it.
Why can't you just say, "Hey, I'm out of here," and then take up with
that
the
was
coworker?
that was my number one thing. That was my if it was that bad. Now this will not be a popular opinion, but it is my opinion, and this is how I look at relationships or I look at life. There are 3 ways to be in life: unhappy, content, and then elated, over the moon, giggly, butterfly, da-da-da-da. Now, for most relationships, it's going to be at the start, butterflies, ooh, googly, oogly, oogly, and then for the most part, you're going to be content, or happy.
Yeah, but if you're with somebody already and then you start feeling oogly googly for somebody else,
Yep, well, then you get out of
the current thing. And please don't do both.
I understand that can be confusing. I do believe.
I get it. I understand.
Patty will disagree again.
What?
I do believe you can be in love with 2 people at the same time. I do believe these things happen. I'm not saying they're right. I'm saying I believe these things can happen.
Do you believe in plural marriage, though? Like when you,
Well, I mean,
I know.
You mean like sister wives?
Yes.
Well, when I saw Kelly Clarkson with my wife, I was like, I'm good with sister wives. I was good with it. I'm like, it's Kelly Clarkson and my wife. I'm like, I'm all about it. And Patty's like, because you're a guy. She's like, because Rick,
I don't know. But I've watched the TV shows and,
It's too much work. From a guy's standpoint, to me, it's like, yeah, that may look good on paper, like, six wives.
I can't remember the TV show, but where he runs like a Costco and he's got 3 wives, and lots of kids, and they all live in the same development, and he's got it pretty good. But they fight over which nights they get with Bill.
He must be that great. I mean, at the end of the day, he
I don't know.
He just must be a monster.
That works.
Yeah, exactly. He must be amazing. To me, I have a tough enough time juggling my one wife, but I understand that you're not getting something.
So wait a minute.
What? I have one wife.
You think? I know, but all of a sudden, Megan, please welcome Kelly Clarkson to the marriage.
Of course, come Megan Megan to be all about that. It's Kelly Clarkson. Who wouldn't be? Anybody be all up for that? So she wants to point fingers, but she doesn't feel guilty.
Not my fault. I told him
at all. She doesn't feel guilty at all. I think the marriage is done. You're done.
Now I told Jeff.
Yeah.
So if I start taking up with somebody here, it's Jeff's fault. That's what it's like. I come on. I would leave Jeff and then proceed to my next.
I think there's a lot more problems in this marriage than just that.
I mean,
if she said, I think absolutely, if you are in a marriage right now and you're not getting what you need to talk to your spouse. Right, and go, can you give me these things I need? Now, if the spouse goes, I will never give you those things you need, then I'm like, then why are we staying married? Like, that's it. We're done. It has to be done because you're going to be miserable and you're also going to do things you normally wouldn't do. You're going to go, okay, I'm not getting what I need, so I'm going to go do
and then
this.
you do go elsewhere.
So
I get that.
But
why can't you close the,
Because it's the security of it all. You've got cars,
I
you've
do,
got house,
yeah,
you've
yeah.
got kids, you've got
It's
you
for
know,
financial. I understand.
Absolutely. But I think if people were just more honest with each other and say, hey, here's what's really going on, here's what I need. Can you give that to me? And if they can't, it's just like, okay, I need to go find that somewhere else.
I'm looking at the photo because she does look guilty. Like she looks
Well,
like
she's just
maybe
thinking
I
about-
am at fault.
She's just thinking about it. So, is it his fault because he did not at all give her what she needed?
It is not.
For 2 years. For 2 years. If Jeff wasn't giving you what you needed for 2 years, and you finally said, okay, I'm done. I'm out. See you later. You know, is it Jeff's fault?
Everything is Jeff's fault. I mean, who are you kidding?
All right. Okay. The nice thing about being the man is everything's
It's all his fault.
That's
Yes,
right.
I know.
Yeah, I was going to say, with my wife and I, well, it's all my fault.
It's always Rick's fault.
I'll take the hit.
I get it.
All right, so name withheld by request. What do you guys think? 547-KORD. App chat us. I truly believe there's three ways to be.
Well-
happy, content, and not happy. If you're not happy, get out.
Some people are never at fault. Have you noticed that?
That's true, too.
That sounds like
And some people are never happy. Like,
I know.
have you been on
Yes.
social media lately? Holy cow. Just, some people are just never happy. I'm like, that person's just never happy.
I know.
And I wouldn't marry a person like that because I have to have...
It's hard to be.
Oh,
Yes.
that'd be such a downer to have a spouse that literally is negative all the time.
Yep.
I couldn't do it. All right, 547-KORD, app chat us. What would you do in the situation? We want to know. You got Rick and Patty, KORD.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show, number one for New Country, 1027 KORD.
At 7:24, you got Rick, you got Patty. Always great to be with you. Happy Friday, and next week we're super excited because Field of Screams is opening up, and we'll give you a chance to win some tickets right now, Patty.
Heck yeah, we've got 2 pairs of tickets if you want to go. They've got over 15,000 square feet of a haunt that spans 43 acres.
I love it. 10 scare zones, the most live scares, and of course the zombie thrill ride. You're sitting up the top of the bus and you're just punching away at those zombies. So we got some tickets to give away, don't we, Patty?
We do. We have 2 pairs. Which
right.
callers do you want to take?
What do you want to take? 1 and 2?
It's totally up to you.
All right, we're going to take, if you want to go to Field of Screams, opens up next weekend. We'll give you a chance right now. We'll take callers 1 and 2. Callers 1 and 2, you're going to win next right here. 1027 KORD. Good luck.
The Cord Morning Show with Rick and Patty. Back with more next on number one for New Country, 1027 KORD. 1027 KORD. Our cash cow loves country music and loves giving you extra spending cash. Up to $30,000 could be yours. Listen while you work for codes every hour from 8:20 to 5:20. And then enter them on our app for your shot to win cash.
Okay.
We're milking it for all it's worth. Download our app to play and for full rules and details. Number one for New Country, 1027 KORD.
Marshmallow Miles on it. Number one for New Country, 1027 KORD. 60 degrees. You got Rick, you got Patty. Sunshine right now, 7:39. Your Friday commute. Thanks for having us on. Numerica Impossible. We challenge you on the way here in just about 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So tomorrow is
What?
National Good Neighbor Day. So
I saw that.
yeah, Good Neighbor Day tomorrow. My neighborhood, I've got great neighbors. I do. We're in a little alcove right there off Olympia and in Kennewick, and just some really great neighbors in my.
Do you know, like, I barely know my neighbors. I know that I
Joy? Doesn't Joyce live next door?
We've got Joyce next door. She
Yeah.
she gets a lot of Amazon.
And that was
lot of
and it was
Amazon.
Charlene before, right?
Charlene, yeah.
Yeah, see, look at me. I know your neighbors. I know your neighbors. I know your neighbors better than I know my own neighbors. I will tell you this. The funny thing is I had mentioned that I knew our neighbors by their animals more so than their real names.
We have Bear across the street,
Right.
and then the little girl's name is Willow.
Yeah, so I was out
I don't know what mom and dad's names are, though.
So I was out talking to my neighbor, and the hilarity right in the middle of the conversation, he goes, "Oh, by the way, my name is Jonathan."
What'd you say? Oh, hey, John, I'm Rick.
Well, yeah, because I had forgotten his name, and so he had heard me talking about it on the radio.
Oh.
So I'm in the middle of a conversation with him and goes, "Oh, by the way, my name's Jonathan." Because
I don't think my neighbors know what I do.
Really?
No,
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
think so.
The cool thing is my neighbors to my right, the Rise and Bake Shop downtown Kennewick is my neighbors.
Oh.
So Jonathan and his family are next
I
door.
see.
And then right across from me in the Brown House, I don't know their names, but they also listen to KORD. So they listen to KORD, and so they hear me say things about the neighborhood. Hear things about the neighborhood all the time, and so maybe I'm the bad neighbor. I don't know. But National Good Neighbor Day, and then I've got my wonderful neighbors up to the other right. I'm jealous of the guy's yard because it's as green as
beautiful.
Green. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Now they don't have 3 dogs running around, but it's gorgeous. And I want to say his name's Dave. Don't quote me on that.
I don't know. My neighbors see me coming. Well, I don't know if they see me or not, but I have to get up early and walk DJ.
Yeah.
And I wake their pets up.
Because
everybody
in the
sleeping,
neighborhood.
and there we are out at 4 o'clock. 4 a.m. I got my flashlight on.
Oh, well, I'll trade you a DJ for a Bodie. You met Bodie, so Bodie's always after the squirrels. So trust me, my neighbors are always. And then behind me, we got neighbors. His name is Rick because he has the same name as I do. So I know his name is Rick behind us.
It's funny though how you do get to know their pets.
You do.
You do.
I could still name them. It's Joey and Bailey. Jake is behind us. It used to be Georgia to the right of us, but. They moved, but it was a teacher and all that.
Yeah.
So let's take some calls, have some fun with you. National Good Neighbor Day. How about those horrible neighbors?
Oh, the horrible neighbors.
All right. We'll take some calls. 547-KORD. Have you had a horrible neighbor? I know we've all got those stories, and we'll have some calls coming up here for you. Good Neighbor Day. Salute to the good neighbors. And then we got some bad ones we're going to talk about on the way. 1027 KORD.
We love to hear from you, and it's easier than ever to reach out. Just open up the Cord mobile app and send us an app chat message. Or you can contact us the old-fashioned way at 509-547-KORD. Number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD.
Chance and good vibes. Number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD 752. You know what time it is. It is time for the Numerica Impossible Movie Challenge.
This is where we play. I just cut you off, and I didn't mean to.
You're excited. It's the contest.
So, yes, this is where we play a movie clip. Now, how famous it is, I don't know. But you correctly identify it, we will reward you with a 2-month subscription of Netflix. So when you identify the clip, once you know what it is, give us a call at 547-KORD.
It's a good one and one of my favorites of all time. So here you go, 547-KORD. Take a listen. Here is today's Numerica Impossible Movie Challenge clip. Here it comes.
Frankly, his personal hygiene is becoming a cause for concern.
He's the smelly kid in class? I let him become the smelly kid in class? What's the matter with me?
Oh, yes, I've had some smelly ones before. But your son is by far the smelliest. Frankly, his personal hygiene is becoming a cause for concern.
He's the smelly kid in class? I let him become the smelly kid in class? What's the matter with me?
Oh, yes, I've had some smelly ones before. But your son is by far the smelliest.
The smelliest. Hey, don't worry. We've had some coworkers, too, that can smell the place
up. I was thinking about the guy down the hall.
Yeah, we got some coworkers that can smell the place up pretty good. All right, go KORD, good morning. Got a guess for us. What movie is that from?
Sounds like the movie Big Daddy.
It is, absolutely. Yes. I love that. That's the good Adam Sandler movies. Yeah. Absolutely.
Of course.
Who's this morning?
What's that?
Who's this morning?
This is Alex.
Alex, well, congratulations. It is Big Daddy.
Good job,
it's Adam
Alex.
Sandler. Hang on here, Alex. We'll get you taken care of, buddy, okay?
Hey, perfect.
All right, there goes Alex, and Big Daddy.
Hold the phone.
You never want to be the smelly
and
kid.
Let him become the smelly kid?
I've had some kids, but that's the smelliest. All right, we'll do it next week. Numerica Impossible Challenge right here, 1027 KORD.
You're waking up with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD. 1027 KORD. Our cash cow loves country music and loves giving you extra spending cash. Up to $30,000 could be yours. Listen while you work for codes every hour from 8:20 to 5:20. And then enter them on our app for your shot to win cash.
Okay.
We're milking it for all it's worth. Download our app to play and for full rules and details. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD.
Of course, the code for the cash cow on the way. 820, our first code dropping 10 times a day. Give you a chance to win up to $30,000, Patty.
Are we going to have tickets, though, for Luke Combs?
Yes, we will have Luke Combs tickets starting
and
on...
$30,000?
$30,000.
Holy smokes.
I know. Next weekend in the Gorge is going to be the 4th and 5th. Luke Combs, it's going to be awesome. Make sure you download the KORD mobile app. All right, tomorrow is National Good Neighbor Day. And for the most part, I've always had some really good neighbors.
But
No.
on the occasion.
On the occasion. So interesting enough, when I lived in an apartment many years ago, my upstairs neighbor decided to get drunk, and I had a big giant bay window going into my apartment, right?
Okay.
And he broke it.
How'd he break the window?
I don't know how he
From
broke.
upstairs?
Yeah, no, he came down. He was drunk. I don't know how he broke the window, but
Was he outside and
he was
came
outside
through your
yeah,
window?
Yeah, I had a big giant bay window, and he broke it. He shattered it, And I was pretty upset. And I called the landlord and said, I don't know if I really want to live in a place where this guy's allowed to get drunk and break the big bay window. And she goes, "Oh, don't worry, we'll fix it." I'm like, "I know you're nice, but this guy's walking around drunk." And the hilarity is, I've only owned when I was an adult, I've only owned my 10-speed bicycle, and it got stolen off my porch. I know who did it. Trust me, it was the guy. I know who did
Was it the drunk guy? Did he take off on your bike?
Took it to the pawn
Was
shop.
he naked?
No, I don't know about that, but I know he took it to the pawn shop.
Sorry.
He took it to the pawn shop. So
He sold your bike?
oh yeah, I already know he did. Yeah, exactly. Now shame on me because I thought I just had it sitting on the porch. I should have had a lock on it, but I thought no one's gonna steal this old bike. Oh, sure enough, gotta get her to the pawn shop. Gotta get it. Could have been a family member, but most of the time, that's happened too on occasion. That's not being a good neighbor. That's not being a good neighbor. I told my ex-wife many years ago. I said her sister wanted to move in for a little bit. And I said, "You don't want that to happen." And she's like, "She needs a place to stay." Well, Shelly decided to pack up all of Logan's toys. She packed up the VCR, the DVD player. She took it all to the pawn shop. She did. Took it all to the pawn shop. And Pokey was only able to get half of it back.
I'm sorry, but you're kind of like the neighbor that everybody wants to.
I'm just saying. So we've been taking your calls. 547-KORD. I was shocked to learn that my neighbor blinked.
Oh, no.
So there you go. So taking calls right now. Tell us your crazy neighbor story.
When I was younger, my sister and we lived in this house, and across the street, the neighbor would literally use binoculars to, stare into the other neighbor's house. And she'd, set up mirrors in her house to keep an eye on everybody surrounding her place.
Wow.
So one day, we caught her staring at our house with the binoculars through her window.
Yeah.
So my sister and I decided to moon her through our window. But yeah, she just really wanted to be nosy. She was one of those nosy neighbors.
Oh, yeah. Nosy neighbors. Have you ever had a really nosy neighbor at all? Have you ever had that? Yeah.
Yes.
That are all up in your business? Like this? Yeah. It's like,
Charlene was like that.
yeah,
Yes.
She's like, yeah.
She knew everything.
Well, is that garbage going to sit there long, Jeff?
I know,
Are you going to move that box, Jeff?
Seriously, in one of our front rooms, it's really literally a junk room, right? Like we have boxes of just stuff,
Right.
And she's like, "Are you guys ever going to unpack?"
All right, Charlene, for you we will.
I know.
For you we will.
It's like, how do you even know?
Because she's snooping
Yes.
around. National Good Neighbor Day tomorrow. More of your calls on the way. 547-KORD. You got Rick and Patty.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD. 1027 KORD. Our cash cow wants you to pick up some milk money. All right. Listen while you work for codes every hour from 8:20 to 5:20. Enter them on our app and you could win cash up to $30,000. It's utterly ridiculous, but the money sure would come in handy. Download our app to play and for full rules and details. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD.
There you go, memory lane 822 with the code again 487. The code is 487. Again, the code is 487 for a chance of $30,000. Again, the code is 487, Patty.
Did you say 487?
I
Rick?
did say 487.
Got it.
487. There you go.
All right.
All right, name withheld by a request because I think this person is just going to get beat up. So what's going on in other people's problems?
Well, she cheated on her husband, and she says she does not feel one bit guilty about it. She says it's his fault, not mine. For the last 2 years, I've begged and pleaded with him to pay more attention to me, to appreciate me more, and to be more present. Well, he didn't do any of those things, and so I strayed with a coworker, making it easy for my husband to find out that I cheated. His family says I'm at fault, not him. I disagree. Who's at fault, him or me?
Wow. A lot
Name
of people.
withheld by
There's already like
request.
40 comments on Facebook. Chime in
Yeah.
if you want. What are people saying, this name withheld person here?
Nice try, lady. It's 100% your fault and your responsibility. You have no respect for marriage or commitment. You'll reap what you sow and never forget karma.
Yep, Sarah.
That's from Jenny.
Sarah says you're at fault for cheating and not for asking your and for not asking your husband what he needs to do to be closer to you. No one wants to be close to another person when they aren't getting something from them. Instead of working on being a better spouse, you went the easier route. He deserves better, and that's from Sarah.
Mary asks, are you effing kidding me? Seriously? Try marriage counseling or divorce next time. Doesn't matter whether he was giving you what you wanted. You're 100% wrong.
All right, Monique says, I'm going to have a hated comment here. So, number one, everything you do is your responsibility. Yes, you're wrong and childish for not taking responsibility. It's clear you're not mature enough to have stepped outside or mature enough to have stepped outside your marriage if you aren't able to take accountability for choices, regardless of what they are. Yeah, and number two, you should have told him. Number three, if you had asked clearly and seeked attention and your partner is fully aware that they are choosing not to meet your needs, that is also another situation that you guys needed to communicate about. And that's from Monique.
Barbie says, get a divorce. David says, I pray he reads your narcissistic and self-absorbed post here and has already hired a good attorney.
Sandy says, sorry, but it's on you. He may not be a great husband, but it was your choice to cheat. So a lot of people are chiming in.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. It's your fault. You should have just left you where you should have just left where you that unhappy.
Yep. Alice says you should have divorced him first, not cheated.
Cheater.
Yep. Stephanie says grow up. You're at fault. I mean,
You're 100,000% wrong.
Mary says try divorce next time. Try marriage counseling. Yeah.
Classic narcissist. Oh, it's all your fault.
Yeah. Well, I think at the end of the day, you know, like we talked about earlier about this situation for this person is if your needs weren't getting met, you need to
There's no respect. Just leave.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have no guilt about it, then why do you care what his family thinks? Because she's like, oh, well, the family thing, you know, and I'm like, I get it. Some people have families that are going to, pile on. I get it. But that does not still two wrongs
don't make it right.
Two wrongs don't make
Absolutely.
it right. He's
That's
wrong.
right.
He's wrong for not being able to fulfill what you needed in the relationship, and you're doubly wrong for like, okay, I'm not going to get what I want. I'm going to go do this thing.
Yeah,
So,
you should just leave the
Yep.
situation.
Yep, absolutely. So we did our best to solve it. You definitely were not popular today. You did not. 99.9%.
I know.
No one.
Yeah,
really
not one person.
No, you did. You take the responsibility for what you did, and now you have to decide. Are you going to divorce? Well, he might already be gone. We don't know that. We don't know the rest of the story here. We only know what we know.
I know.
So let us know how it turns out. Name withheld by request, and I see why you.
I see too.
We know.
Knew you were gonna get it.
I knew you were going to get, fired upon. So, all right, 547 KORD, app chat us. What would you do in the situation? We want to know. You got Rick and Patty.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show, #1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD.